ready to square up. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins. On the Dallas sideline, it is their head coach. Hoping his guys took full advantage of the late season off week in the schedule, trying to heal up now for the stretch run. Across the way, the head coach of the Dolphins. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you were with us, and Daniel Carlson here to get things started. Off we go from Hard Rock Stadium. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. He'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Everyone loves to dive into whether a bye comes at a good time, a bad time, and I really just think it's a matter of perspective. So here we got a team that was hot. They were rolling multiple wins going into their bye week. And I can tell you what, the energy around that building, going into a bye, know you're playing really good ball, it makes that week a lot better, certainly, than the alternative.
That's to the running back, Breece Hall. Low! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 21 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
A gain of 21 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
Give left side. Here comes Hall. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Amari Lassiter there on the stop.
Yards on the pickup. Yeah, it's 2nd and 8 at the 22.
Play fake. Prescott. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now. Short, complete to Likely. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24. Up the middle they go. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs. Back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
A 56-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Dolphins are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Cavante Turpin on the return. Oh, and he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he continues to show off his ability to run with the football when the situation calls for it. He is the NFL's leader in rush yards at the quarterback position. He runs with it, and he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Handoff. Here comes Hall. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Out to his right. Now he'll run it. And he was. We hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Dallas. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. The extra point by Romo is good. And the Cowboys move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, Malik Washington. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. We'll try it again here, 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's down. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already just in this first quarter of play. That is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. The extra point by Romo is good. Cowboys extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Dolphins take over.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Trying to start on the ground, and he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Kenneth Grant in there on the tackle.
A gain of a yard.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Now Prescott. They'll try to hit him with a screen. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. On comes the punter now. He's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll run. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Come on.
He'll look to throw. Moving outside the pocket, taking off. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
Hold a second.
First down. A gain of 29 yards. First down.
Again, here's Hall. Whoa! And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
21 yards.
Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cater Kohu.
The first down pass. Intercepted.
Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10.
They'll begin here on the ground. Oh, he gets swarmed under. They meet him in the end zone. It is a safety. And that is the last thing you want to do, Greg. When you have the ball on offense in your hands and the other team gets points, it is 2 with a safety there.
And it's really a rare play in the NFL, Mike. We just don't see it very often. So anytime a defense gets the run off the field celebrating, getting an easy 2 points, they'll take it.
First down.
Ready?
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. We are through 1. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. And we're back to South Florida after this. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. As we are ready to get back underway. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Forced out wide, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Loose inside the 30, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
15 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's complete to Cavante Turpin.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
That one to the end zone, but incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
18, 5 years. Ready? 60 Eagles, 60.
And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready?
A pitch comes to Hall. And he will get into the end zone. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Dallas. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Parker Romo to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once more. And now the hill to climb has gotten steeper. They had the safety the last time they had a football. That led to a touchdown a moment ago. So the deficit going in the wrong direction. I'll try to right the ship here. It's first and 10. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. To throw is Prescott. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Dak to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
Yes! Here we
First
go!
and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hill brought in motion. From the 23, this is second and 3.
Yeah, Billy.
Here's Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Third down, 3 to go.
Yeah! Any point,
Back to throw is Prescott. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be fourth down. Now, Prescott. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's a run. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
A loss of 3.
From a little further back. Here's second and goal.
8-yard
Yeah! Here we go.
Here's Dak to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
A 5-yard loss.
Last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Throwing right. It's taken in. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
A 24-yard.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins will cut into that lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Cowboys offense and Bruce Hall getting set for this next drive. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Ready, break. Ready, steady.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with.
And the Cowboys, 1st down.
It's 1st down, and it's called. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
14 more.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Cowboys, 1st down.
He'll drop to throw. His throw left side is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down.
Let's go now.
Dallas.
970 Timberwolves. Ready,
That is hauled in at the 5. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
ready.
1st and goal. At the
18
2-yard line.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Hall on this defense. Backs up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Brings up 2nd.
Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught side of the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now the try here for the point after.
Lining up for the extra point.
His kick is good. And the Cowboys add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Boy, nice.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. Still going. And he will go all the way. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. His 4th TD grab of the season. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the 1st half that has really giving them fits.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Ready? Back to throw here to begin the drop. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Ready? Super 19.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a first down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. On the give, it's Hall. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to...
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter.
John Parker Romo to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap for Prescott. This one complete to Washington. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down. To return, it is Turpin. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Lets it go downfield for Ferguson. And that is incomplete. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Prescott now. Short, complete to Likely. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for Dolphins. First down.
A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Cowboys have it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Now, the extra point.
John Parker Romo lining up for the extra point.
And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. That's caught by Hill. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
2nd down, Prescott. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
The Dolphins 1st down.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Cowboys have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's... Kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up, against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Off the play pick. He'll look to throw. That's down the field for Lamb. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. 3rd down and 3. Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
A run here with Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Warriors, 1918. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Panther 11, Panther. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. 3rd down and 9.
Here we go.
Throwing now from the gun. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb.
As we saw in the first half, Mike, the defense was really unable to do anything to slow him down. He put up some really big numbers there in the first 2 quarters. Now here in the second half, just doesn't look like they've made many adjustments in the attempt to slow him down.
There's that man again. Another catch.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball.
And he's into the end zone. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, point after.
Lining up for the extra point.
It's up and through. Cowboys add on to their already sizable lead.
Dolphins 13. John Parker Romo.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for Dolphins. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott going up top. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
At the 19-yard line.
In motion, it's Waddle. Prescott on 1st down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Nakobe Dean. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Yeah! Here we go! Wide.
Tight end going in motion here. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up.
Yeah, here we go! Like that! Wide.
Prescott. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
A 33-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dolphins are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hall. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Dallas.
Give left side. Here comes Hall. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
We spent so much time talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Dolphins offense about ready to take over once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Moving left. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Prescott. That's caught downfield by Waddle. 1st and 10.
That's another Dolphins first down.
We'll try the right side this time. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Throw on the run is complete. And he's in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Ethan.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Ready? He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Another run here with Hall. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Ready, set. 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Left side, caught by Lamb. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the run, here's Hall. There he goes. Inside the 30. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll go again with Hall. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
1st carry now for Jaden Blue. And will be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one.